Awakening from a dream, Liemo crossed the Douluo continent. Become a separate soul body that coexists with Xiaowu. Awakening the Douluo achievement system. Just complete the impact on the Douluo event to continuously earn achievement rewards. Ding, congratulations to the host for triggering the SSS level main quest and cultivating Xiaowu to become the Shura god. Several years later, the Battle of Jialingwen. Tang San fought against the two gods with the power of one god. Under the influence of Liemo, Xiaowu went to support Tang San when he fell into a disadvantage. It seems that Tang San has been saved. Suddenly, one hand pierced through Tang San's chest. As his heart was crushed by Liemo, Xiaowu, Tang San completely disappeared. Seeing this scene, Shrek's 7 monsters were all shocked. Yu Xiaogang was furious. Xiaowu, what are you doing? How can you deal with the twin gods without Tang San? Xiaowu gave a cold smile and said, it's very simple. Can I just become a god? After speaking, Xiaowu's breath was no longer hidden and gushed out. Bibi Dong, Qianren Shuemi, Shura God, Little Dance. Keywords of the novel. Douluo. Symbiosis Dance, Explosive Kill Tang San no pop-up window, Douluo. Symbiosis Dance, Explosive Kill Tang San complete collection download, Douluo. Symbiosis Dance, Explosive Kill Tang San latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. Symbiotic Dance, Tongzi, you understand me so well. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1 Symbiotic Dance, Tongzi, you understand me so well, get out, you go out quickly. Why? If you let me go out, I'll go out. I don't want face. Tiando City, Shrek Academy. Xiaowu was powerless and paralyzed on the bed, with a painful expression on her face. There was no one else in the dormitory, but at this moment she was convulsing all over. This is my body, why did you come in? Xiaowu angrily asked the voice in her mind, feeling extremely depressed. She had just changed her clothes and was preparing to go to the training ground in the school, but to her surprise, her mind went dizzy. Wait for her to come back to her senses. Another soul has already appeared in the body. This soul exists in her mind. Not only can we have conversations with her, but we can also influence her body. Xiaowu almost lost control of her body and could only watch as she kept moving. Xiaowu's face heated up and she started shouting in anger. Isn't your body my body? What's wrong with me touching myself? Do I still need your permission? Liemo joked in Xiaowu's mind that his hand never stopped. Liemo is also feeling depressed at the moment. More than 10 minutes ago, Liemo traveled to the Douluo continent. From the surrounding environment, he easily judged that this was the Douluo continent. After all, he is very familiar with Douluo history and has read the original work hundreds of times. This made Liemo both happy and depressed. With Liemo's understanding of the Douluo world, he could have seized various opportunities and obtained valuable resources. In no time, he will become a formidable figure on the mainland. At that time, whether it is various beauties, or easily accessible power and wealth, they will not be easily captured. As a result, he crossed into Xiaowu's body. It's okay if you don't have a body. Not even a XX, wear a sweater. Liemo's mentality has collapsed, and this crossing condition is like the beginning of a landslide. It has to be said that Xiaowu's body is very tender. It was so tender that it seemed like it could squeeze out water, which made Liemo feel a bit emotional. Xiaowu silently bit her red lips, her face blushing with embarrassment. She is not a little girl who doesn't understand anything. From Liemo's voice, one can tell that he is a young man. Liemo took control of her body and kept moving, making Xiaowu very embarrassed. You bad guy. If you don't leave again, I'll have to find my brother to deal with you. There are also masters and teachers from Shrek College, they are all very impressive. It has to be said that Xiaowu's mind is spinning very fast. Xiaowu quickly thought of a way to scare Liemo. In her heart, Tang San was naturally someone she could rely on, so she immediately thought of Tang San. There are also many strong individuals in Shrek College, such as Frand, Lu Erlong, and others, who are sure to be able to handle Liemo. Tang San. Shrek Academy. Liemo quickly understood. This is the time when the Shrek team entered the Blue Bowl Academy and renamed it Shrek Academy. That means Dugu Bo will come today. Due to time fluctuations caused by host travel, the arrival time of Dugu Bo has been postponed to 1 day later. Host, please be prepared. Liemo nodded and then stopped considering. Upon hearing the familiar names of Tang San and Shrek Academy, Liemo sneered contemptuously. Tang San's notorious reputation goes without saying much. From the ultimate dual standard of seeking death, to destroying the capital of slaughter, countless evil soul masters are released. Tang San can be said to have reached the pinnacle of interpreting the standard of being both legitimate and upright. Shrek College is even more impressive. There are not many normal people from top to bottom. Either the enrollment criteria are outrageous or the training methods are outrageous. Shrek College claims to only admit geniuses, but once recruited, it is unable to provide teaching conditions for students. Throwing others into the soul arena is called training. This teaching model is truly disgusting. Purely exploiting the talent of students, allowing them to fight on their own, and taking all of this as their own credit. Liemo had never seen such a shameless college before. Detected hostility from the host towards Tang San, Xiaogang, and others. System activated. Douluo Achievement System, Host. Liemo, Status. One Body Double Soul, Final Achievement. Cultivate Xiaowu to become a Shura God. Achievement 1. Please reverse Xiaowu's view of Tang San. Xiaowu was deceived by Tang San and was unable to come out of Tang San's shadow. Please help Xiaowu understand Tang San's nature. Reward. 100,000 years soul bone left leg bone * 1, do you have rewards for playing Tang San? You really understand me, Tongzi. Liemo was suddenly both surprised and delighted. If he travels to the Douluo continent, he will definitely not let Tang San succeed, and it is impossible for the foolish rabbit to become Tang San's delivery man. There are also disgusting people like Xiaogang. Xiaowu will become the scabbard of the Shura sword in the future. What kind of sword scabbard is it? Isn't it fragrant to become the Shura god directly? The scene of Xiaowu stabbing Tang San to death with a Shura sword is very touching just thinking about it. With the system in place, Liemo had full confidence and decisively spoke up. Don't say it's Tang San, Xiaowu. Even if his father comes, it's not easy to use. Also, it's better not to have a relationship with Tang San. Liemo rolled his eyes. He crossed into Xiaowu's body and could easily influence her words and actions, but Xiaowu could not influence him. Don't talk about finding someone to deal with him. Xiaowu couldn't even express the fact that she had an extra soul in her body. Don't get involved with my brother. Why? Xiaowu was taken aback. In her heart, Tang San is a reliable existence, and she always thinks of him for any benefits. Xiaowu's consciousness was captured by Liemo. Liemo immediately felt a bit speechless. Xiaowu is still in a state of complete trust and dependence on Tang San, and cannot tolerate others speaking ill of Tang San. It seems that Liemo's primary task should indeed be to reverse Xiaowu's view of Tang San. Liemo increased the strength of his hand massage, enjoying the beauty, and asked Xiaowu. Can you tell me what advantages do you think Tang San has? Xiaowu's body was full of elasticity, and Liemo couldn't put it down. Xiaowu bit her lips, suppressing that strange feeling. In her heart, her concern for Tang San outweighed her own. Xiaowu restrained herself and counted her fingers in detail. San Gu is an honest person. He has been taking care of me since we first met, caring about me, and always protecting me. Li Mo said lightly. Xiaowu, you're wrong. Tang San will take care of you entirely because you are a beautiful girl. If you are an ugly girl, do you think he will give you a good face? Upon hearing these words, Xiaowu had a strong desire to refute them. However, after some thought in her mind, Tang San seemed to have never treated girls with ordinary looks favorably. Xiaowu was momentarily speechless. Also, you said he was an honest person, isn't that right? Why would an upright person use hidden weapons? Li Mo then asked again. Xiaowu had no time to consider why Li Mo knew about Tang San's use of hidden weapons, so she immediately spoke up and explained. Third brother said, there is no good or bad weapon. The key lies in whether the people who use them are just or evil in their hearts, which is the most important thing. Xiaowu's cheeks were covered in embarrassment. If Li Mo had a physical presence, she would definitely not hesitate to use her soft skills and teach this person a hard lesson. The person who uses hidden weapons is already an expert in sneak attacks. Isn't a surprise attack a fair and upright matter? Xiaowu, you are also a soul master and have participated in many competitions. Would you keep sneaking attacks on others during the competitions? In Li Mo's opinion, it's okay to occasionally use sneak attacks. Faced with powerful enemies, surprise attacks can sometimes be a last resort. But in any situation, whether the opponent is strong or weak, choosing to use hidden weapons is really insidious. Tang San once wanted to assassinate the gatekeeper with a sleeve arrow, which is the best proof. That classic line. You have a way to die. That is fundamentally based on Tang San's own standards, catering to his own interests while also belittling others, which is a pure and unethical behavior. Tang San Li Mo's mouth curved into a cold smile. Behind every successful woman, there is a man who works hard, and Li Mo doesn't mind becoming the man behind Xiaowu. After Tang San became the sea god, Xiaowu suddenly shot out from behind. The Shura sword pierced through Tang San's heart. I don't know how exciting Tang San's expression will be when the time comes. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. Xiaowu's mindset changes. Zhu Zhuqing, you don't talk about martial arts. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. Xiaowu's mindset changes. Zhu Zhuqing, you don't talk about martial arts. Li Mo said that Tang San was immoral, but that's not just empty talk. Tang San had originally arrived at Notting College from Holy Soul Village and planned to assassinate a gatekeeper, who was the gatekeeper, with a sleeve arrow. The guard was very harsh and insulted Tang San and Old Jack. Tang San wanted to teach the other party a lesson, which was understandable, but secretly killing someone was too much. Not to mention, using despicable assassination methods. Would Tang San's conscience really not hurt when he assassinates an ordinary person with a sleeve arrow? After listening to Li Mo's words, Xiaowu fell silent again. Xiaowu remembered that when she and Tang San went to Shrek Academy, Tang San once showed her a hidden needle weapon. Plate crystal hair golden dragon whisker needle. As long as it is shot into the human body, it will be twisted and curled up in terror, causing great pain to people. Xiaowu couldn't help but shudder as she recalled the golden dragon whisker needle with Ban Jingfa's hair. Xiaowu, Tang San has indeed told you that using it regularly is correct, and using it evil leads to evil. But he just said it verbally. When he wants to win, he will use it. Isn't this to protect his own interests? Li Mo began to argue with reason. Every sentence pierced into Xiaowu's heart. I. Xiaowu opened her mouth and found herself unable to speak. This is not just Li Mo's fabrication, but what Xiaowu saw with her own eyes. Xiaowu's heart had already begun to vaguely approach the fact that Li Mo had said, but after a long period of interaction, Xiaowu still chose to believe Tang San. Even she herself doesn't know. Does she choose to believe Tang San or dare not face the truth of the matter? Ding, achievement has been achieved. Xiaowu has reversed her view of Tang San, and her firm belief in Tang San has begun to loosen in her heart. Reward acquisition. 100,000 years soul bone left leg bone *1, please check it in a timely manner. New achievements unlocked. Achievement 2, publicly beating Tang San and suppressing his reputation. Tang San still maintains a pure image in the eyes of others. Please make everyone aware of Tang San's nature. Reward. 100,000 year soul bone, left arm bone *1, the sound of the system rings. Upon hearing these words, Li Mo's face lit up with joy. Although this foolish rabbit is a soul beast that has been around for 100,000 years and sounds decent, it is still far from becoming the Shura God. Shura God is one of the 3 law enforcers in the divine realm and one of the 5 divine kings. In fact, the power is even stronger, possessing the power to judge the vast majority of gods. If there were no external interference, Xiaowu would probably end up becoming the scabbard of the Shura sword and Tang San's delivery man. Xiaowu, I didn't expect you to think your third brother is not a good person, right? Li Mo raised his eyebrows, somewhat surprised. This rabbit is really smart. With just a few casual touches, Xiaowu's mindset immediately changed. What are you talking nonsense about? Sangu is a good person, I won't be fooled by you. Xiaowu was surprised to see through her ideas. Xiaowu quickly tried to conceal her feelings, as if a little girl whose worries had been exposed. Li Mo immediately realized that Xiaowu had indeed changed her view of Tang San. Xiaowu, you don't want your secret to be exposed, do you? If under normal circumstances, Li Mo has confidence that this secret can eat Xiaowu for a lifetime. It's just a pity that he and Xiaowu have a dual soul, and it doesn't seem interesting to play with themselves. If your third brother is a good person, then even the sows will climb trees and the little cows will fly. Upon hearing Xiaowu's rebuttal, Li Mo sneered back and immediately realized something, nauseating and retching twice. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Li Mo is about to vomit, this title makes him want to vomit. Hee hee. Xiaowu couldn't help but chuckle softly when she heard Li Mo eat his food, her smile was very sweet. But after only 2 smiles, she immediately tightened her cheeks. Li Mo is cursing her third brother, how can she laugh? What made Xiaowu feel even more remorseful was that she didn't particularly dislike Li Mo's scolding of Tang San. Xiaowu was also confused. For a moment, she felt that Li Mo was even closer to her, and Tang San's image in her heart had faded a bit. Xiaowu doesn't quite understand why. Hello, what's your name? What exactly are your goals and what do you want to do? Xiaowu seems to also feel that Li Mo is not a bad person. She lay in bed, her beautiful legs swaying upwards. The 2 beautiful legs are slender and round, with an astonishing proportion of slender waist and legs, and hands still resting on the thighs. Although Li Mo was able to control Xiaowu's body, he did not fully control her, he only controlled Xiaowu's hands. Xiaowu felt a bit shy and uncomfortable all over. Li Mo enjoyed his legs for a while before slowly speaking. My name is Li Mo, what can I think of? I just want to play with Tang San, Xiaogang, and Shrek Academy. Why are you so bad? Xiaowu was dumbfounded and somewhat distressed. But soon, Xiaowu seemed to have thought of something and chuckled. Humph, it seems like you don't have much strength, you can only control my body. With just my strength, I can't even beat third brother now. It's even worse to deal with the teachers at Shrek Academy. Tell me, how do you deal with them? Xiaowu's personality is innocent and romantic. She found that she couldn't change Li Mo's thoughts, so she accepted them calmly and wouldn't take them to heart. Xiaowu said these words just to add a barrier to Li Mo. Liemo glanced at the 100,000-year soul bone in his eye system and sneered. Isn't it easy to deal with Tang San? When the time comes, you will become the Shura god, and I will also have enough power. What about Tang San and Yu Xiaogang? Look at how I can kill them. Liemo's confidence is bursting, the system is in hand, I have it in the world. However, we still need to slowly plan and gradually develop. Tang Dahui's Haotian hammer is not a joke, it may be able to smash rabbits into meat with just one hammer. Shura god. What is that? Xiaowu paused for a moment, making a cute voice with a question mark on her head. You don't even know about the Shura god. Liemo quickly realized. Xiaowu's soul power level is not high, I'm afraid she hasn't been able to come into contact with divine power yet. Liemo was about to explain when the door creaked open. With a cold expression and a hot figure, Zhu Zhuqing walked in and saw Xiaowu with a hint of concern in her eyes. Xiaowu, are you okay? Zhu Zhuqing walked into the room, feeling a bit worried. Why didn't Xiaowu come to the training ground? Everyone was worried about Xiaowu's body, so they asked her to take a look. Seeing that Xiaowu was not in a good mood, Zhu Zhuqing quickly stepped forward and helped Xiaowu. Xiaowu was confused and quickly wanted to break free. Liemo, who was inside his body, almost suffocated to death. However, as soon as Liemo thought that he had not yet been able to kill Tang San, his heart burst with infinite strength, and he must not fall. Zhu Zhuqing is not very good at martial arts either. He came to deceive and launch a surprise attack. If Liemo's will is not firm enough, wouldn't he just immerse himself in the gentle countryside and not even think of Shu when it comes to Tang San? Are you using this to test cadres? Liemo accepted this test. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Xiaowu, you rogue rabbit. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3 Xiaowu, you rogue rabbit. Liemo's ideas surfaced. Xiaowu sensed such thoughts and quickly wanted to remind her that after all, Liemo could control her body. Xiaowu spoke, wanting to remind Zhu Zhuqing to leave, but the words turned into, Sister Zhuqing, I feel so uncomfortable and uncomfortable. Her body spoke as she opened her arms and tightly embraced Zhu Zhuqing. Xiaowu's heart was startled. She originally wanted to say let Zhu Zhuqing leave quickly, but there was a strange soul inside her, which was not what she wanted to say. Is it Liemo playing tricks? Liemo, are you playing tricks and not letting me reveal the matter? Xiaowu began to question Liemo. What won't you say? Don't wrongly accuse an honest person, can you? Liemo just realized what Xiaowu was trying to say, but before he could stop it, he was twisted by a mysterious force. At this moment, an explanation from the system sounded. This system prohibits any behavior that exposes host information. Xiaowu cannot reveal the host's information. The host's own existence will also be hidden by the system, and others cannot view it. Xiaowu's soul beast aura will also be blocked. Attention host. Tongzi, you're quite considerate. After listening to the system's explanation, Liemo raised his eyebrows. This system is good, it can handle it. Liemo was originally worried that some experts in the Douluo world, such as the existence of the title Douluo, could sense his soul. Strictly speaking, Liemo is now a soul within Xiaowu's body. In a situation where it is not powerful enough, if it is discovered, it will definitely be a dead end, and the system's blocking has been a great help. By the way, it also blocked Xiaowu's spirit beast aura. Now, not to mention that Bibidong will discover Xiaowu's true identity in the future. Even if Liemo takes Xiaowu to the martial soul hall to dance, those titled Douluo may not be able to notice. Of course, except for Qianren Snow, which will become a god in the future. Liemo has not yet witnessed the power of gods, so it is difficult to evaluate. Upon hearing Xiaowu's coquettish voice, Zhu Zhuqing's heart softened. The two giant pandas pressed against Xiaowu's head, both deformed. What's wrong? Did you get injured while practicing today? Zhu Zhuqing has long black hair scattered over her shoulders, fair skin, and an extremely plump and hot figure. The expression on his face was very cold. However, as he looked at Xiaowu, a subtle tenderness flashed through his eyes. Zhu Zhuqing has a cold personality, but he has established a deep friendship with Shrek's 7 monsters. Xiaowu's innocent and romantic personality also makes Zhu Zhuqing, who has a more mature personality, sometimes take on the role of her sister. No, it's okay, it's just a bit uncomfortable. Xiaowu said vaguely. She couldn't say anything about Liemo, so naturally she couldn't explain. She didn't want Zhu Zhuqing to be taken advantage of by Liemo. How can we say this is taking advantage? This is a test, a test. Liemo noticed Xiaowu's thoughts and enjoyed the taste of the giant panda. Liemo enjoyed it while accepting the system's rewards. 100,000-year soul bone left leg bone, skill 1. Conceal. Hide your own body shape, restrain your breath, last for 60 seconds, and consume 10% of your soul power. Skill 2. Stealth. In the dark, invisibility increases by 100%, speed increases by 70%, duration is 75 seconds, and soul power is consumed by 10%. The absorption process has been simplified and can be absorbed at any time. I just wanted to go to the martial soul hall to dance, did you really pass me a pillow? After reading the skill explanation, Liemo was immediately confused. Undoubtedly, it is a soul bone that has been around for 100,000 years. These two skills can be considered invincible, and they are also a set of combined skills. Let's not talk about combat capability for now, the level of survival is definitely full. Especially in the Dark Night, when these two skills were used, the martial soul hall became Liemo's hometown, and even Bibi Dong couldn't keep him. Then absorb it directly. Liemo waved his hand. Although even if the soul power level is only 1 level, it can absorb soul bones, but soul bones for 100,000 years must be quite dynamic. However, the system says that the process has been simplified, so Liemo is not afraid. But the next second, Xiaowu's face changed. Her left leg suddenly hurt, and a tingling and itchy sensation spread throughout her body. It's so itchy, I feel like something's about to grow out. Xiaowu took a cold breath and her face twisted. Xiaowu, are you okay? Zhu Zhuqing quickly became concerned and stroked Xiaowu's back. Xiaowu didn't have time to question what Liemo had done. She pointed to her left leg and felt a little aggrieved on her face. Leg, Sister Zhuqing, my leg is numb. Strange, is there something wrong with you? Zhu Zhuqing's eyes flickered with concern, why don't I go find someone to show you? No need. Xiaowu suddenly blurted out, just press my legs, Sister Zhuqing. Xiaowu was about to nod, but Liemo influenced her again. Okay then. Zhu Zhuqing hesitated for a while before finally nodding. In her opinion, Xiaowu should have been playful and wanted to seek comfort, which is why she put on this appearance. Zhu Zhuqing sat down by the bed. Xiaowu placed a pair of slender and beautiful legs on her lap, holding her and resting her head on a giant panda. Zhu Zhuqing gently pounded Xiaowu's left leg. Just after a while, Zhu Zhuqing felt a fever in her body, her cheeks slightly red, and she felt a bit uncomfortable. Xiaowu, why are your hands so dishonest today? Zhu Zhuqing silently asked. Xiaowu is helpless. Liemo did not fully control her body, but her every word and action would be influenced by him. Now it has turned into this sticker-like appearance. Xiaowu has to admit that although Zhu Zhuqing has a cold personality, her body is soft and she feels very comfortable when pillowing. Sister Zhuqing, I'm much better now, but I'm feeling really uncomfortable today. Let's sleep together tonight. Xiaowu spoke again, her pretty face filled with pleadings. However, this is not the original intention of Xiaowu. Liemo, what do you really want? Are you playing tricks on my legs? Also, why are you sleeping with Sister Zhuqing? Xiaowu questioned Liemo in her mind, her voice incredibly clear. You rascal rabbit, you don't admit it when you pick up your pants, do you? Liemo rolled his eyes and said, don't think I don't know what you're thinking. Aren't you also quite satisfied when pasting? I said we were going to sleep together, didn't you just chuckle a little? Two people in one with two souls. Liemo can clearly perceive Xiaowu's thoughts and emotions, but Xiaowu may not necessarily be the opposite. Don't talk nonsense. Xiaowu became panicked, and in a place that Zhu Zhuqing couldn't see, her face turned red. This. Zhu Zhuqing's blush had not dissipated yet, and she hesitated for a moment before nodding. She was not on guard against Xiaowu, after all, they were all girls. It's already very late today. I'll take a shower first, change clothes, and then rest. Zhu Zhuqing said as he stood up to take off his black vest. The giant panda was about to emerge. Xiaowu covered her eyes with 5 fingers, but her gaze fell through the gaps between her eyes onto Zhu Zhuqing. Liemo, what exactly do you want to do? Xiaowu found that she actually quite enjoyed the feeling of being forced to stick. Of course, it is impossible to admit it. Xiaowu will never admit it in her lifetime, and this emotion can make people feel embarrassed. I don't want anything else besides playing with Tang San. Liemo sneered at Xiaowu's thoughtfulness, and even though he was the one who did it with the bad guys, Xiaowu still enjoyed it. The 100,000-year soul bone definitely greatly enhances Xiaowu. Liemo has already begun to imagine how he should beat Tang San and go straight up to 2 big fights. Or is it just a 2-part soul skill under the guise of a competition? Just as Liemo was daydreaming, a rustle came as Zhu Zhuqing untied the zipper of his battle suit and was about to take it off. End of this chapter. Chapter 4. Spicy Rabbit Head, you are not honest. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4 Spicy Rabbit Head, you are not honest. The explosive figure is eye-catching. Zhu Zhuqing untied the zipper and a fair face flashed past. Liemo was also slightly excited and quickly told himself not to get excited. This is a test, this is a test. Liemo silently recited in his heart. Xiaowu was shy and covered her eyes, only peeking through her fingers, which made Xiaowu a bit conflicted. Is she optimistic or not optimistic? Xiaowu used to not care, but with the addition of Liemo in her body, it feels different again. Just as Zhu Zhuqing was about to take off his combat uniform. Zhu Zhuqing turned around and saw Xiaowu in the room, becoming a bit shy. She immediately spoke up. Xiaowu, why are you still watching me? After Zhu Zhuqing finished speaking, he immediately walked into the bathroom, where the sound of splashing water could be heard. Xiaowu, are you really a rogue rabbit? How dare you crave someone's body? Liemo joked that he could feel that Xiaowu indeed had a slight longing for Zhu Zhuqing's beautiful figure. Xiaowu panicked. Don't talk nonsense, I'm not that kind of thinking. You're not a good person, you actually want to take advantage of Sister Zhuqing. Xiaowu quickly overturned the chaos in her heart to conceal it. Everyone has a love for beauty, and Xiaowu is just for appreciation. There are indeed no strange thoughts, after all, Zhu Zhuqing's figure is indeed top-notch. What's taking advantage of this? It's called cultivation. There is a saying that women are like tigers. I feed tigers with my own body. Otherwise, how can I explode and kill Tang San? Liemo said lightly. Even if you have a system, you still need to work hard to better kill Tang San and Yu Xiaogang. Xiaowu is speechless and doesn't want to speak. Liemo never forgets to deal with her third brother anytime and anywhere, which makes Xiaowu very helpless. Liemo, were you messing around just now? What did you do to me? Xiaowu asked. Her left leg was tingling with soreness just now, giving off a feeling of flesh and bone growth. That's a soul bone. You just absorbed a 100,000-year-old soul bone and left leg bone. Li Mo replied, didn't you just say that your strength is not enough to deal with Tang San? Now you have the ability. 100,000 years of soul bone, left leg bone. Did you use it for me? Xiaowu was dumbfounded on the spot and instantly stunned. As long as you are a soul master, you know the importance of soul bones. No matter how ordinary soul bones are sold, they are all exorbitant and rare to find. They are treasures that every soul master yearns for. And it's still a 100,000-year soul bone. Xiaowu's head was dizzy, as if she was dreaming. The price of this 100,000-year-old soul bone is probably enough to buy the entire Shrek Academy, or even higher. Li Mo, you're not lying to me, are you? Xiaowu woke up a bit and quickly asked. The 100,000-year soul bone is so precious that even the Martial Soul Hall may not be able to produce such a treasure. How can Li Mo have it? Why don't you just try it yourself and find out? Li Mo also knew that this kind of thing is like a fantasy, and evidence must be presented. Your 100,000-year soul bone has two skills, one is stealth and the other is stealth. Try using these skills and you'll understand. Li Mo's voice is full of absolute confidence. Generally speaking, soul bones under 10,000 years old have at least one skill, while those over 100,000 years old have at least two skills. As long as Xiaowu can use two skills, it can prove that what Li Mo said is true. Hidden. Stealth. Xiaowu mobilized her soul power, which surged into her left leg, creating a wonderful sensation. In the room, Xiaowu's body gradually fades away, and if she is not careful, it is difficult to detect its presence, which is a hidden skill. The sound of heartbeat and the whole body's breath were hidden. The soul power in her body was consumed by about 10%, and Xiaowu tried another skill, stealth. At this moment, her body almost completely disappeared, even her shadow disappeared. The body also seemed incredibly light, and Xiaowu exerted force on her toes, lifting herself up into the air and reaching the ceiling, resulting in a significant increase in speed. Xiaowu, are you still in the room? Zhu Zhuqing shouted in the bathroom, and Xiaowu's breath suddenly disappeared, causing her some concern. Zhu Zhuqing put on a bathrobe and came out of the bathroom. When she saw Xiaowu still in the room, she breathed a sigh of relief, feeling a bit strange. What are you doing, Xiaowu? Zhu Zhuqing is a bit curious. Why does Xiaowu keep giggling and laughing non-stop? It's nothing, Sister Zhuqing. Li Mo influenced Xiaowu, causing her to collect her soul power and stop using her skills. The 100,000-year soul bone relationship is significant, and if news leaks out, Xiaowu may become a spicy rabbit head the next day. Zhuqing, let's sleep together. Xiaowu wanted to share this joy, but as soon as she spoke, it turned into sleep. Xiaowu was helpless, but her heart was filled with joy. The 100,000-year soul bone was genuine, leaving Xiaowu with no other worries. At this moment, Li Mo spoke again. This soul bone can still conceal your spirit beast aura. In the future, you don't have to worry about human soul masters discovering your true identity. Upon hearing Li Mo's words, Xiaowu was once again dumbfounded. Li Mo, do you know that I am a soul beast and still give me 100,000 years of soul bones? Xiaowu was moved in her heart. She is a 100,000-year-old soul beast cub, and in the eyes of other soul masters, she is probably a moving treasure. Li Mo is so kind to her. It has to be said that this has given Xiaowu, who has been cautious in the human world, a different taste. Why, are you still moved? Li Mo noticed Xiaowu's mentality and made a joke. Nothing, nothing. You must be living in my body to enhance your own strength, yes, it must be like this. Xiaowu encouraged herself while lying down with Zhu Zhuqing. Zhu Zhuqing's body emitted bursts of fragrance, and Xiaowu was influenced by Li Mo, taking the opportunity to rest on Zhu Zhuqing's two giant pandas. Zhu Zhuqing's face turned slightly red and he didn't say anything. The next morning, Zhu Zhuqing and Xiaowu arrived at the training ground and saw the Shrek 7 monsters. Dai Mubai, Oscar, and others had strange expressions on their faces. Ning Rongrong also asked Zhu Zhuqing, why is your face so red? Yesterday I asked you to go see Xiaowu's situation, did you also feel uncomfortable? Zhu Zhuqing recalled the movements of Xiaowu last night, feeling a moment of embarrassment. Xiaowu's hands were too flexible, which made Zhu Zhuqing feel very strange, but also had a pleasant feeling. It was quite comfortable. If it were so shameful, Zhu Zhuqing couldn't possibly say it, he just shook his head. Xiaowu, shouldn't you deliberately not want to practice? Tang San stood not far away, frowning and questioning. Xiaowu had a free and unrestrained personality, which was indeed somewhat unrestrained. Xiaowu hesitated for a moment, still wanting to say something about Liemo. She was very grateful to Liemo for giving her 100,000 years of soul bone, but upon closer consideration, Liemo may also be planning something. Even if she doesn't drive Liemo away, she plans to discuss with Tang San and the master. Spicy rabbit head, are you not honest? Liemo raised his eyebrows. Xiaowu's thoughts surfaced, and Liemo immediately realized that he could not make Xiaowu's wish come true. And the system will also prevent Xiaowu from revealing the existence of Liemo. Third brother, hurry up and leave. Upon hearing Liemo's words, Xiaowu's heart tightened. Liemo shouldn't be going to take action against her third brother, right? Xiaowu, what's wrong with you? Tang San's suspicious expression grew heavier and heavier, and he leaned in to know what had happened. Xiaowu wanted to answer, but found an impulse to curse Tang San. She opened her mouth and wanted to curse Tang San. Xiaowu was dumbfounded on the spot, it must have been Liemo who influenced her actions. If I don't give Tang San a good scolding, I'm sorry for my identity as a traveler. From the moment Liemo saw Tang San, he began to influence Xiaowu. He is a traveler. If you don't criticize Tang San, is he still human? Under the influence of Liemo, Xiaowu's lips slightly parted, and the next second she was about to reveal words of cursing Tang San. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Little Dance, Silk Slippery Little Combo, Tang Sanwei. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Little Dance, Silk Slippery Little Combo, Tang Sanwei. Xiaowu's expression is not right. A hint of doubt appeared on Tang San's face as he walked towards Xiaowu, about to speak and prepare to say something. Xiaowu took the lead in speaking, and when she opened her mouth, it was a fierce reprimand. Tang San, I gave you face, didn't I? You can also manage my affairs. Who are you showing me a long horse face every day? Take care of your own affairs, mind others less, and don't impose your standards on me. I won't eat your tricks. With Xiaowu's words, the entire venue fell silent. Tang San had a bewildered expression on his face, and he was also foolish. Tang San never expected that Xiaowu would scold him. This caught Tang San off guard. Xiaowu, what's wrong with you? Are you in a bad mood? Tang San was completely confused and didn't know why Xiaowu scolded him like this. The feeling of cursing Tang San is just satisfying. Liemo felt a lot of transparency throughout his body as he danced, feeling very comfortable. Tang San has done countless bad things. If you really want to curse, Liemo may curse for 3 days and 3 nights. Brother. Xiaowu regained her senses and became somewhat regretful. This kind of scolding to Tang San must have made Tang San lose his face, which made Xiaowu feel a bit guilty. Shrek and everyone next to him started shouting together. Xiaowu, if your body is really uncomfortable, then it's okay, but you can't curse, right? Xiaowu, you really need to restrain your temper a bit. Xiaowu, why did you suddenly curse? Ma Hongjun and Oscar both frowned and began to blame Xiaowu. Dai Mubai asked a question and didn't say much. As the captain, Tang San actually controls the team, which makes Dai Mubai's face a bit uneasy. Tang San lost some face, and Dai Mubai was also quite pleased to hear his opinion. Oscar and Ma Hongjun are almost all led by Tang San. Seeing Tang San being humiliated, both of them began to feel unhappy and stretched their faces. Don't blame Xiaowu, maybe it's because she's in a bad mood. She's already feeling unwell. Xiaowu, do you need me to show you? Zhu Zhuqing and Ning Rongrong glared at the other two, both of whom approached with concern. Ning Rongrong has a slight liking for Tang San, and seeing that the atmosphere between Xiaowu and Tang San is not very good, there is still a bit of joy. Zhu Zhuqing was much more sincere, and she pulled Xiaowu to look around. Xiaowu could only squeeze out a helpless smile. She couldn't explain Li Mo's situation, and just as she wanted to explain, she scolded Tang San severely. Xiaowu dare not explain now. Li Mo, what the hell are you doing? Xiaowu was a bit crazy in her mind, questioning Li Mo crazily. That's her third brother. Now she actually scolded Tang San, these things that Xiaowu couldn't even think of before. Xiaowu was filled with regret. You should ask Tang San what he wants. What Tang San did, even if it's hard to describe, is not enough. I just represented the handsome masses and taught him a lesson. Li Mo is still keeping it. If Li Mo really reveals everything Tang San has done, he may not be able to hold his breath the next day. My third brother is a good person. It's impossible to do so many bad things. Xiaowu shook her head, her heart filled with disbelief. She felt that this must be an excuse Li Mo found to humiliate Tang San, which also made Xiaowu very conflicted. In Xiaowu's perception, Li Mo doesn't seem like a bad person. Li Mo seems to be quite good in all aspects except for targeting Tang San, which makes Xiaowu extremely distressed. Can't you get along well with third brother, Li Mo? Xiaowu asked helplessly. Peaceful coexistence. Li Mo seemed to have heard some big joke. Your third brother will stir up the entire Douluo continent in the future. Xiaowu, how dare you let me coexist peacefully with him? This is impossible. Li Mo refused at once, and Xiaowu had no choice. The expression on Xiaowu's face changed from happy to sad, which confused everyone a bit. Xiaowu shouldn't really be sick, right? Ning Rongrong lowered his voice and stabbed Zhu Zhuqing in the waist. Zhu Zhuqing frowned as she remembered what Xiaowu had done to her last night, her cheeks turning slightly red. Maybe, I feel like something's wrong with Xiaowu. In Zhu Zhuqing's eyes, this is not a big deal, it's just that Xiaowu's personality is a bit variable. After all, it's normal for a teenage girl to have such emotions. Zhu Zhuqing recalled Xiaowu's skillful gestures from last night and felt a slight fever in her body. She quickly stopped speaking. Ning Rongrong unexpectedly glanced at Zhu Zhuqing. She felt that Zhu Zhuqing was also a bit strange today, giving people a feeling that was different from the usual coldness. Xiaowu's feeling today is strange. Ma Hongjun stared at Xiaowu and spoke unexpectedly. Xiaowu is usually very lively, but she doesn't curse. Even if she really wants to curse, she can't be Tang San. Yeah, Xiaowu's words should be scolded by you. Oscar nodded in agreement. Ma Hongjun's face turned black, knowing that Oscar was talking about his evil fire phoenix. He didn't speak up at the moment. Dai Mubai didn't pay much attention to Xiaowu, he just looked at the blush on Zhu Zhuqing's face, with a strange feeling. Xiaowu is not doing well today. Zhu Zhuqing even blushed, which made Dai Mubai feel uncomfortable for no reason, but he didn't say it. Shrek and the five monsters began to look at each other, feeling that there were a few strange things today, but specifically where they were. No one can say it. Just as everyone was puzzled, they saw a shocking scene. Xiaowu, you. Tang San refused to let go and wanted to ask further questions. Xiaowu seemed to be getting impatient and lifted her cheeks. There was a smiling expression on his face, but there was actually a hint of coldness in his smile. Teleportation. At the next moment, Xiaowu began to take action. Xiaowu's figure flashed and appeared in front of Tang San, who was a bit dumbfounded and had not yet realized it. Charm. Xiaowu actually used her skills, and a pink light radiated from her eyes. The scene stunned everyone, and Shrek didn't expect that Xiaowu would suddenly take action. Tang San had no defense at all. The pink light hit Tang San. Tang San felt his head in a daze, feeling extremely dizzy and unable to react at all. At the next moment, Xiaowu propped her hands on the ground and bent her waist in an astonishing curve. Suddenly exerting force on his legs, he kicked Tang San's chin. Shrek and everyone trembled, and a familiar scene came to mind. This scene was too classic. Xiaowu once used such tactics in battles. Teleportation, charm, waist bow. Is Xiaowu trying to use the 8th section throw on Tang San? End of this chapter. Chapter 6. The 8th section of Xiaowu falls Tang San, too cruel. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6. The 8th section of Xiaowu falls Tang San, too cruel, how could it be? Xiaowu's speed hasn't been seen for a few days, why has it improved so much? Tang San was shocked. He wouldn't even know if he wanted to break his head. Xiaowu was equipped with a 100,000-year-old leg soul bone. This has elevated the speed of Xiaowu to a higher level. Xiaowu appeared next to Tang San, propping her hands on the ground and kicking Tang San's chin, kicking him up and flying, puff. Tang Sanru was hit hard and his whole body twitched. This is the starting move in the 8th section of Xiaowu's fall, with the aim of kicking the opponent out and then using the following moves. Liemo influenced Xiaowu, otherwise Xiaowu would not have hit Tang San with such a fierce hand. But once Xiaowu is used, it cannot stop. The first paragraph. Tang San suffered a heavy blow to his chin and felt his teeth loosen, with a bloody smell emanating from his mouth. My entire chin is hurting. The second paragraph. Tang San's body flew into the air. Xiaowu appeared in front of Tang San at a faster speed, slamming his knee into Tang San's abdomen and continuously using a combination of knee and leg attacks. Don't. Tang San is about to die of pain and wants to beg for mercy. Xiaowu's attack rained down on Tang San, causing him immense pain, but his voice was very weak. Don't say Xiaowu can't hear you anymore. Even if Xiaowu heard her, her attack could not stop. The third paragraph. Xiaowu kicked and directly hit Tang San's neck. The fourth paragraph. Xiaowu used her waist to drive her body, and with the force exerted on her legs, she fiercely kicked the area between Tang San's legs. Tang San's face twisted and he began to turn blue. Li Mo's mind flashed with many words. Chicken flying egg beating, deadly chicken beating, explosive egg kid. After the 4 attacks, Tang San couldn't bear it anymore, his body was about to crack open, and pain was pervasive throughout his body. The 5 Shrek monsters off the field hesitated when they saw each other. Xiaowu fell while using the 8th Dan, Tang San may be injured. Dai Mubai made a decisive comment, secretly surprised in his heart. Xiaowu's move was really impolite. The first 4 attacks were enough for Tang San to suffer for a while. After finishing the 8th Dan, Tang San may not be able to get up for a while. Are we going to intervene? Ning Rongrong couldn't bear it anymore. Tang San was beaten too badly. I shouldn't use it. Zhu Zhuqing shook his head slowly and said, didn't Tang San say that today's training might be heavier? Even if he gets injured, he has no eyes or fists. The other few people nodded silently after listening. Since Tang San has said that. If they take action, it's because they don't recognize each other. Therefore, outside the Shrek crowd, they all watched Tang San being beaten and did not take any action to break free. In the field, Xiaowu has already started the 5th segment. After completing the 4th section, Tang San's body was still rapidly declining. His dizziness has been relieved, but Xiaowu's attack was too fierce, disrupting Tang San's soul power transmission. Tang San was unable to organize effective defense at all. Xiaowu kicked Tang San's lower abdomen. Tang San's entire face twisted, with a painful expression that looked somewhat ferocious. However, Tang San was delighted in his heart. His body was rapidly falling to the ground, and Tang San breathed a sigh of relief, finally able to escape the sea of suffering. At this moment, Xiaowu's figure appeared, her feet gripping Tang San's head, her waist arched, and she swung vigorously. Tang San's body flew into the sky. XX. Tang San couldn't help but curse profusely. He was beaten up like this by Xiaowu, still in front of Shrek's 7 monsters, which made Tang San feel ashamed. The pain that came from him was even more unbearable. In the 6th paragraph, Xiaowu caught up and kicked Tang San in the back, and Tang San's body continued to fly into the sky. In the 7th paragraph, Xiaowu continuously unleashed aerial strikes, violently beating Tang San in various ways. Tang San felt dizzy and almost unable to hold on. The 8th paragraph. When Tang San's body flew to a vertex in the air, Xiaowu appeared in front of him and kicked Tang San in the face, causing his face to deform and contort. Boom! Tang San's body smashed fiercely towards the ground, stirring up a large amount of dust. The dust and mist dissipated, and Tang San lay like a dead dog in the large pit of the circular field, his body twitching from time to time, causing visible pain to the naked eye. Off the field, Shrek and everyone took a deep breath, all stunned. Xiaowu, these 8 segments falls are too brutal. Tang San is probably injured quite lightly. Send Tang San to the medical room quickly, and then go and call the master over. All of them took action, but no one blamed Xiaowu. After all, it was Tang San's own challenge. And Tang San also explained in advance that even if injured, it is voluntary. Xiaowu, your strength has improved a lot. Zhu Zhuqing took a step forward, somewhat surprised, and wanted to chat with Xiaowu. Xiaowu turned her head and ran away, all the way into the forest around Shrek Academy, stopping at a clear stream. My strength has improved so much. Xiaowu looked at herself in the stream and murmured to herself. The blessing of 100,000 years of leg soul bones on her was too obvious, allowing her to easily defeat Tang San. Xiaowu hasn't felt happy yet. At the next moment, she began to look worried. Liamo, you've been too heavy on my brother. That's an 8-dan fall, how can it be used against my brother? Xiaowu felt a bit guilty, and Liamo was too ruthless in his actions. Tang San is probably going to feel uncomfortable for a while after using up the 8-dan throw. Stupid rabbit, if I don't let you use the 8-section throw, do you believe he can use the Haotian hammer to smash you? Liamo felt both physically and mentally relaxed. Beating Tang San up was just comfortable. Xiaowu's round eyes widened as she was about to refute Liamo when she remembered her previous belief that Tang San would not attack her. As a result, Tang San not only made a move, but also used his martial soul skills. If she really continued to fight, Tang San might really use the Haotian hammer to beat her, and Xiaowu fell into silence. At this moment, she suddenly felt a bit confused. Shrek College, in the medical room. Upon hearing that Tang San was injured, Yu Xiaogang quickly stopped his theoretical research and rushed to the medical room. When he saw Tang San, who had fainted, his face darkened uncontrollably. Who did this? It's just a cultivation in the academy. How could you use such a cruel hand? Do you still have a sense of camaraderie? Yu Xiaogang was burning with anger. Tang San was the only disciple who could correct his name, but ended up losing to others. Isn't this a severe blow to his face? It's a little dance. Oscar immediately jumped out, his voice extremely lewd. Oh. Yu Xiaogang was initially surprised. Xiaowu surprisingly had such strength to defeat Tang San. But soon, Yu Xiaogang let out a cold snort and started drinking angrily. Bring Xiaowu back to me. Surprisingly, he used such a cruel hand on his classmates and older brother. I want Xiaowu to immediately apologize to me. End of this chapter. Chapter 7 Summoning the Crowd. The Furious Yu Xiaogang. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7 Summoning the Crowd. The furious Yu Xiaogang angry voices filled the entire medical room, even the hallway outside could be heard. Yu Xiaogang became angry and his face turned red. Shrek's 5 monsters were startled and looked at each other. They have never seen the master angry before. The master was actually angry today, which shows how outrageous Xiaowu was today, making the master extremely angry. It seems that Xiaowu will be severely criticized by the master. Xiaowu should apologize to third brother, right? Ning Rongrong whispered a sentence. Tang San was injured. After all, Xiaowu suddenly took action without giving Tang San reaction time, and it was normal for the master to be angry. Xiaowu apologized to Tang San, which is also appropriate. Ning Rongrong was also a bit angry. She still had a good impression of Tang San and didn't want to see him beaten so badly. Indeed, Tang San was seriously injured. Xiaowu, without saying anything else, it's always appropriate to apologize, right? Oscar immediately jumped out and began to speak up to Tang San. He was a bit surprised. Isn't Xiaowu usually very good with Tang San? I didn't expect Xiaowu to make a sudden move today. But it's not his business either. Oscar helped Tang San speak, just for Ning Rongrong's sake. Ning Rongrong must be right to say that. Ma Hongjun next to him also nodded and looked reproachful, saying, Xiaowu shouldn't have taken such a heavy hand in the first place. That's an 8-dan throw. How could Xiaowu use such a trick on her own people? Ma Hongjun also began to stir up fire. Among the Shrek 7 monsters, Tang San has a good relationship with Xiaowu, and Dai Mubai has been engaged to Zhu Zhuqing since childhood. Ning Rongrong looks down on him again. This makes Ma Hongjun's position in the Shrek 7 monsters somewhat awkward. He was also quite happy about the argument between the two, which would add another single person, and he wouldn't be so embarrassed. Dai Mubai's face was calm, but he nodded slightly and didn't say much. Didn't Tang San also use the martial soul skill? At this moment, Zhu Zhuqing suddenly spoke up. Although Xiaowu was the first to take action, Tang San also used his martial soul skills, which can only be considered as not controlling Xiaowu. And we were also watching from the side without any obstruction. Isn't it also our responsibility to say this? We should apologize to Tang San. After all, we are also Xiaowu's accomplices. Zhu Zhuqing spoke calmly. These words made Ma Hongjun blush from choking. He suggested asking Xiaowu to apologize, but if he apologized to Tang San, it would be another experience. Zhu Zhuqing's face remained unchanged, but a hint of disdain flashed in his gaze towards Ma Hongjun. Do you think Xiaowu suddenly took action? Yu Xiaojiang's face darkened as he heard several people talking on the side. This surprised Yu Xiaojiang a bit, and then he became even more angry, his face gloomy and almost dripping. Humph, even if you hurt your classmates. Surprisingly, they still used such insidious tactics. How could classmates sneak an attack? Yu Xiaojiang was furious. In his opinion, Xiaowu was completely wrong. Firstly, Xiaowu should not have hurt his beloved disciple. The second is that Xiaowu should not suddenly take action. If it were a fair battle, Tang San's strength would not be able to lose to Xiaowu, which is what makes Yu Xiaojiang the most angry. Yu Xiaojiang is not angry that Tang San was injured. But Xiaowu easily defeated Tang San, using the 8-section throw to make Tang San powerless to fight back. This operation is undoubtedly slapping his face, Yu Xiaojiang. In Shrek Academy, no one knows that his favorite student of Xiaogang is Tang San, who is simply a closed-door disciple. In such a situation, Tang San was also beaten up. This makes Xiaogang's face unable to hang. Go find Xiaowu for me, I'll wait for you downstairs. As soon as Xiaogang finished speaking, he left with a brush of his sleeve. Shrek hesitated for a moment, but ultimately went to the direction where Xiaowu had left. He found Xiaowu in the forest and brought her back. Shrek Academy Training Ground. Shrek's 6 monsters gathered here, except for Tang San lying in the medical room, all 6 others came. In front of him was a master with a cold expression on his face. Xiaowu stood in the crowd with a gloomy expression on her face. Liemo caused her great harm, and now she has suffered a lot. The master will definitely criticize her severely for this matter. After all, she beat up her most trusted third brother. Under the double blow of depression, Xiaowu's face also felt a bit listless, but the master had no intention of letting Xiaowu go. In his opinion, Xiaowu was planning to get by. Xiaowu, do you know what you did wrong today? Xiaogang's face was calm. But everyone could feel that in a calm atmosphere, a storm was brewing. The master is afraid to explode soon, and Xiaowu will suffer. Xiaowu is in a miserable situation. This is the most intuitive feeling in everyone's hearts. However, they are not very worried, after all, this is a master. Shrek's 7 monsters is a team, and even if the master wants to criticize Xiaowu, he should still make everyone pay attention to unity. The master cannot force Xiaowu too much. The other 5 people didn't feel too nervous thinking this way, as they weren't the main characters in the matter. Xiaowu remained silent, unsure of how to answer. In Xiaowu's mind, Liemo rolled his eyes. After hearing Xiaogang's voice, a hint of disdain swept over the corner of his mouth, and others didn't know what Xiaogang looked like. Can Liemo still not know? Xiaogang has no right to stand in front of Xiaowu and criticize her as a teacher. It's quite similar for strong people like Lu Erlong and Frand to come. As the saying goes, those who are knowledgeable come first. Xiaogang's soul power level is not as good as Xiaowu's. Why teach as a teacher? As for theoretical knowledge, it's even more ridiculous. All of Xiaogang's knowledge is plagiarized from the Martial Soul Hall, and all 10 major theories are absurdly wrong. The cultivation method of twin martial souls also requires seeking Bibidong. Besides age, he has nothing to do with anything else, so he still has the face to call himself a teacher in front of Xiaowu. A hint of disdain flashed on Limo's face. Xiaogang is simply the best example of relying on his old age to sell his skills, and he is a perfect match with Tang San's master and disciple. Liemo, stayed inside Xiaowu's body. Xiaogang, actually want Xiaowu to apologize. Isn't this making me feel embarrassed? It is impossible for Liemo to apologize to Xiaogang, even to death. In the training ground, it is as quiet as death. Xiaogang felt that the atmosphere was already brewing, and at this point, it was already suitable for him to speak. Tang San is his most proud disciple. How could Xiaowu possibly defeat Tang San? This must be Xiaowu using improper means. So Xiaogang believes that he just needs to make Xiaowu admit that her hands and feet are not clean, that's all. On the other hand, Liemo is also ready. As long as Xiaogang dares to make him apologize, he will let Xiaogang know who will be at a loss when the time comes. End of this chapter. Chapter 8. Xiaogang is General, Muggle on the spot. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. Xiaogang is General, Muggle on the spot. The atmosphere of the training ground gradually became tense. Everyone felt that wind and rain were coming, and the master had not yet ignited, but it was like a volcano about to erupt. Xiaogang's anger is about to be released. This made Shrek's 5 monsters a bit silent, afraid to speak loudly at such times. Xiaowu, do you know where you went wrong? Yu Xiaogang spoke in a deep voice. This rhetorical question, whether or not Xiaowu can answer it, has a follow-up that can make Xiaowu unable to retort. Xiaowu remained silent for a moment and nodded slowly. Li Mo's face was full of disdain, and it was everyone's responsibility to teach Tang San a lesson. How could such a thing be called a mistake? However, Li Mo did not ask Xiaowu to refute, but instead waited patiently for further discussion. I want to take a look. What kind of excuses can Yu Xiaogang come up with for Tang San? Li Mo calculated in his heart and did not directly refute Yu Xiaogang. I'll explain to you now what went wrong. A hint of pride flashed on Yu Xiaogang's face, but he concealed it very well. Deliberately lowering her voice, in a deep tone, she began to count Xiaowu's sins, as if they were unforgivable. You beat your classmates, that's one of them. Xiao San is not only your elder brother, but also a member of the same team. You actually took action against your classmate who is also a member of the team. This is your first mistake. Shouldn't we cherish the precious friendship between you two? Yu Xiaogang pretended to be heartbroken. His words can be said to stand on the moral high ground, and Xiaowu already felt very guilty. With the addition of Yu Xiaogang's words, it is even more impossible to refute them. Li Mo sneered at these words. He had already thought of how to refute Yu Xiaogang and ensure that he could make him speechless. The Shrek crowd next to them also nodded slightly, acknowledging Yu Xiaogang's statement. Yu Xiaogang was even more proud, paused for a few seconds before looking and speaking again. Xiaowu, your second mistake is not to suddenly take action. The third party's strength is clearly far superior to yours. If you use this method to achieve victory, wouldn't it insult the third party's reputation? Yu Xiaogang clearly intends to punish Xiaowu. In fact, he wanted to salvage some reputation for Tang San, which was his only way to earn honor. Yu Xiaogang also doesn't want to be looked down upon for being a waste all the time. I heard Yu Xiaogang's speech. Li Mo almost burst out laughing. Li Mo can guarantee that if Xiaowu and Tang San had a fight now, Tang San's fate would not be much better than before. A 100,000-year soul bone is not built. Even if Tang San uses hidden weapons and the second martial soul Haotian hammer, Xiaowu can still have an absolute advantage in speed. The only martial arts in the world are fast and unbreakable. Xiaowu was equipped with 100,000 years of soul bones and leg bones, and Tang San couldn't get any benefits from their duel. Moreover, Li Mo has a system to assist. Even if Tang San cheats, he will definitely not be able to keep up with Xiaowu's growth rate, and he will definitely be able to crush Tang San at that time. Why does Yu Xiaogang have the face to say that Tang San's strength is far superior to Xiaowu? The Shrek crowd next to them also hesitated. Xiaowu's strength seems to be superior to Tang San's, right? Ning Rongrong murmured twice. Although Xiaowu suddenly took action, being able to beat Tang San so badly left Tang San with no strength to fight back. From this, it can be seen that Xiaowu's strength is definitely not weaker than Tang San, it can only be stronger. Everyone around nodded slowly. However, such a sound did not reach Yu Xiaogang's ears. Yu Xiaogang is getting angry. If everyone directly says that Xiaowu's strength is stronger than Tang San, it may cause the master to be furious. No one dares to touch this mold. Xiaowu was scolded for a while, but she also felt a bit disheartened and had no intention of refuting. Xiaowu, starting from today, your training volume will double and last for a month. If you don't complete your training every day, then you'll have to accept additional punishment. Yu Xiaogang felt very proud in his heart. Seeing that the atmosphere was almost over, he announced the punishment measures. This punishment turned the faces of the Shrek crowd pale, and the training volume at Shrek Academy was already considered abnormal. Don't think doubling it seems inconspicuous. But in reality, the original daily training volume can just consume the physical strength of these students. It can be said that doubling on this basis now is a torture, and every minute and second will be very tiring. Moreover, such training will continue for another month. Such severe punishment made Xiaowu's face turn pale, wanting to refute. However, as soon as she remembered that she had indeed beaten her third brother, Xiaowu gave up refuting and silently nodded. Very good. Seeing Xiaowu given like this, Yu Xiaojiang was in a good mood. The last punishment is that after the third party wakes up, you must apologize to him. You must make it clear that your strength is not as good as the third party. It was through other means that you defeated the third party, and there cannot be any ambiguity in this. Yu Xiaojiang did his best for Tang San's reputation. If this continues, Xiaowu's reputation will deteriorate within the Shrek Academy, but Yu Xiaojiang doesn't care either. His only concern is that Tang San must not lose to his peers. Otherwise, how can his talent education be highlighted? Shrek looked at each other and nodded, feeling that Yu Xiaojiang's punishment was reasonable. At least from Yu Xiaojiang's perspective, they couldn't find any inappropriate places. Okay. Xiaowu nodded slowly, just as she was about to agree. Li Mo was angry and laughed, and Yu Xiaojiang was also very shameless. This kind of punishment can be imposed. Tang San's reputation is reputation, isn't Xiaowu's reputation just a reputation? Xiaowu was about to agree, but she felt her words change the content. It's like someone is instilling some strange things into her head, leaking out from her mouth. Xiaowu immediately realized that this was Li Mo. That's good. What's good? Master, why did you make me apologize? Have you forgotten the purpose of Shrek Academy? Xiaowu wants to agree. A series of rebuttals poured out from Xiaowu's mouth like pouring beans out of a bamboo tube, incredibly fast. Shrek Academy doesn't claim to be a mediocre person who dares not cause trouble. If I cause trouble now, doesn't that prove that I am a genius? Since I am a genius, why do you punish me? Xiaowu's rebuttal was extremely precise and could be described as a sharp shot. Such a sharp rebuttal made Shrek and everyone a bit dumbfounded, unable to find a point to refute. Master, I know you are Tang San's teacher. But you are not only Tang San's teacher, but also the teacher of the entire Shrek Academy, right? Is it too biased to sacrifice others' reputation for Tang San? As soon as Xiaowu said these words, Shrek and everyone were stunned. Xiaowu seems to be criticizing the master. End of this chapter. Chapter 9. Yu Xiaojiang without teacher ethics, unyielding and reluctant. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. Yu Xiaojiang without teacher ethics, unyielding and reluctant. Xiaowu's words were too sharp, making it impossible for Yu Xiaojiang to refute them. Yu Xiaojiang's cheeks turned red and he could only open his mouth. Xiaowu's words all hit Yu Xiaojiang's pain point, leaving him with no reason to refute. Yu Xiaojiang feels numb. Now, the situation has directly reversed. Yu Xiaojiang wanted to refute, but found that there was no room for refutation in Li Mo's words, all of which were reasonable and reasonable. Yeah, isn't that the purpose of Shrek College? Their Shrek Academy has long put forward a slogan. Daring not cause trouble is mediocre. Now it's okay, Xiaowu is starting to cause trouble. Does this not mean that Xiaowu is not a mediocre person, but a genius? Since he is a genius, shouldn't he be encouraged? Yu Xiaojiang has no right to criticize Xiaowu, because this is what Shrek Academy advocates. Yu Xiaojiang's face was extremely pale, like the color of pig liver. If he refutes, it proves that Shrek College is wrong, and his teacher will apologize to the students. If he doesn't refute, then Xiaowu's violent beating of Tang San will have legitimacy. He not only couldn't punish Xiaowu, but also encouraged her and praised her for beating well and doing a great job. At this moment, it put Yu Xiaojiang in a dilemma. He criticized Xiaowu, which means he was slapping Shrek Academy. If he didn't criticize, he was slapping himself. Yu Xiaojiang was holding his breath in his heart, feeling extremely depressed. Shrek and the others were also slightly surprised. They didn't expect Xiaowu to have such a clear mind, and in just a few words, he refuted the master. Blame the master so hard that he can't speak. Indeed, Xiaowu's reputation is also a reputation. Although Tang San is a disciple of the master, Xiaowu's actions also comply with the rules of the academy. Xiaowu shouldn't apologize to the master, the academy should encourage him instead. Shrek and everyone began to discuss quietly. They believe that Xiaowu is right. Shrek College has always encouraged trouble, from teachers to students, there is no one who is not a thorn in the side. Xiaowu's attack on Tang San was sudden, but it was within an acceptable range. Xiaowu should not apologize. The situation has completely reversed. Yu Xiaogang almost didn't come up in a breath when he heard Shrek's discussion, and his eyes were a bit dark. Yu Xiaogang quickly took a few deep breaths before calming down. He wanted to punish Xiaowu today, but almost made himself unable to stand down, completely losing the reason to punish Xiaowu. This almost made Yu Xiaogang couldn't help but want to cause trouble. Just when Yu Xiaogang thought that his soul power level was not as good as the trainees, he reluctantly endured it. If he takes action against Xiaowu, leaving aside the teacher's intervention on the students, is it appropriate? With his strength, he may be beaten up by Xiaowu. But just lift it up high and gently put it down. This kind of punishment with thunder, rain, and small drops will definitely cause him a great loss of face, which makes Yu Xiaogang very conflicted. In the end, Yu Xiaogang forced a smile, which was even uglier than crying. Although that's the case, he's your older brother, Xiaowu. Yu Xiaogang saw that hard won't work, so he decided to come soft. Isn't Xiaosan your brother, Xiaowu? Even if we don't talk about the requirements and behavior of the college, shouldn't you apologize for hitting your brother? Yu Xiaogang has a friendly and pleasing appearance. This attitude is too hypocritical and contemptuous. Li Mo sneered twice, completely ignoring it. Just listening to Xiaowu say again. Master, I'm not feeling well and my mood is already bad. I can't control myself. I didn't expect third brother to be so weak either. I thought he could fight me a few more times to make me feel better, but he ended up lying down so quickly. The little dance floats lightly and opens its mouth. Such an indifferent attitude made Yu Xiaogang unable to control his blood pressure and almost went berserk. Defeated Tang San, still saying that Tang San is very weak. Isn't this a slap on his face, where is it putting his face away? Yu Xiaogang felt that he couldn't stay any longer. If he couldn't resist for a while and also took action against Xiaowu. The master and disciple were both beaten up today. That would really become a joke. Humph. Yu Xiaogang broke the jar and didn't want to save face. He left with a cold face and brushed his sleeves. He is a teacher at Shrek College, how could he allow Xiaowu to lose face like this? Li Mo saw that Yu Xiaogang had just left, and he also understood that someone with such good face would not give up so easily. If Yu Xiaogang had learned to be smart, he wouldn't have picked up trouble again. Anyway, it doesn't matter whether Yu Xiaogang has a face or not. What's the importance of face? Li Mo didn't care at all about what Yu Xiaogang was thinking. No matter what means Yu Xiaogang comes up with, he will only be slapped repeatedly by Li Mo. This punishment ended with Yu Xiaogang's embarrassing departure. After leaving, Yu Xiaogang went to the medical room and stared at Tang San who was sleeping, clenching a pair of fists. Yu Xiaogang's heart was still very restless. Xiaogang. Lu Erlong came in from outside with a worried expression on his face and said, Xiaogang, I heard you had a conflict with Xiaowu today. As a teacher, can't I reprimand my students? Yu Xiaogang turned around, his face indifferent. Lu Erlong's face showed embarrassment and said, that's not what I said. However, Xiaowu's statement is not a problem, is it? After hearing about this, Lu Erlong learned the truth and agreed with Xiaowu's statement. Xiaowu's words are all reasonable and well-founded. Shrek Academy has always encouraged students to cause trouble, and Xiaowu has not made any major mistakes. Xiaogang, you are not only Tang San's teacher, but also the teacher of the entire college. You should prioritize the overall situation. Lu Erlong earnestly instructed. No need for you to remind me, since I am the teacher, I will solve it in the teacher's way. Yu Xiaojiang replied, with a smirk on his face and no smile on his face. Lu Erlong nodded, thinking that Yu Xiaojiang had already heard it and would not trouble Xiaowu anymore. On the other side. After Yu Xiaojiang left, everyone also dispersed. Liamo, you caused me a lot of trouble today. Fortunately, the master didn't mind. Xiaowu wandered aimlessly while complaining about Liamo. Did I hit Tang San and make a mistake? Liamo casually joked. As a traveler, Liamo naturally had no favorable impression of Tang San, and even beating him up when he met was considered light. And there's no problem with my approach, right? Isn't Shrek's college rules and regulations advocating for students to cause trouble? We follow the school's rules and regulations, is there anything wrong with it? Li Maojin has words and every sentence is logical. Xiaowu couldn't refute it after listening. After all, this is the consistent teaching philosophy of Shrek College. Whoever opposes this is slapping the entire college in the face. From a clear perspective, Li Mo's approach is not only reasonable but also should be encouraged by the college. Also, you said he doesn't care anymore. If Yu Xiaojiang can ignore it, that would be a strange thing. Li Mo's expression was mixed with a smile, and his gaze fell on the system panel. If Yu Xiaojiang really doesn't plan to argue anymore, how should he explain the tasks on the panel? End of this chapter. Chapter 10. Anger at Yu Xiaojiang, Dugu Bo appears. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10 Anger at Yu Xiaojiang, Dugu Bo appears. Achievement 2 achieved, 100,000 year soul bone left arm bone *1 has been received, please check it carefully. New achievements unlocked. Achievement 3. You argue with reason, but Yu Xiaojiang harbors a grudge against you. Please continue to resist Yu Xiaojiang's unfair treatment. Reward. Random 10,000 year soul bone *1 another 100,000 year old soul bone. Li Mo's face lit up with joy and he quickly checked the skill of this soul bone. Skill 1. Invincible to all poisons. Increases resistance to toxicity by 100% and consumes 5% soul power. Skill 2. Spirit of all things. Increases resistance to plant-based martial souls by 50%, increases plant affinity by 50%, and consumes 5% of soul power. 100 poisons do not invade, the spirit of all things. These two skills are so abnormal. They truly deserve to be the soul bones of 100,000 years. Liamo smacked his lips. Increased resistance to plant-based martial souls by 50%. That means that Tang San's first martial soul, the blue-silver grass, has been abolished. In the future, when facing people like Zhu Douluo, Xiaowu's ability will also be greatly improved and she can easily cope with them. As for being immune to all kinds of toxins, it's even more abnormal. Tang San held many poisonous weapons in his hands, such as Yan Wangtai and Zimu chasing souls and stealing gallbladder, all of which were extremely poisonous hidden weapons. The 100,000 year soul bone provides these two skills, which are simply targeted at Tang San everywhere. Tang San's ability will also be greatly reduced when facing Xiaowu, but of course Tang San's strength is not just that. However, compared to before, Xiaowu must have gained the upper hand against Tang San now. Accept the soul bone, and Liamo plans to equip Xiaowu when it's time. Calculating the time, Dugu Bo is also approaching. After the people from Shrek Academy arrived at the Blue Bull Academy, Dugu Bo would have quickly captured Tang San. However, due to Li Mo's time travel, time fluctuated. But it will be today at the latest. Liamo linked the rebellion against Yu Xiaojiang and the kidnapping of Tang San by Dugu Bo together. Li Mo was calculating like this. Dugu Bo kidnapped Tang San, and Shrek Academy will definitely be in chaos, but Yu Xiaogang will come and cause trouble again. So, can I? Li Mo came up with a plan and gradually came up with an idea. Xiaowu didn't notice Li Mo's thoughts and just wandered aimlessly around the academy. There was no training today. She has absorbed another 100,000-year-old soul bone, and her soul power is slowly improving. Although it may not be apparent from her appearance, her level has increased by 5 levels compared to before. This is the dominance of the 100,000-year soul bone. Soul masters can absorb at any level, and once absorbed, they can provide tremendous assistance to soul masters. The skills of stealth and concealment are both top-notch skills for killing and saving lives. The second 100,000-year soul bone has not yet been equipped for Xiaowu, but the skills of being invincible to all poisons and the spirit of all things are also top-notch. If these 2 soul bones are thrown out, the entire Douluo continent will probably break its head. However, despite this, Xiaowu couldn't be happy at the moment. Her beautiful little face was filled with sorrow, and her heart felt a bit depressed. Xiaowu still believed in Tang San and Yu Xiaogang very much, although Li Mo's words made Yu Xiaogang unable to retaliate. But Xiaowu would rather have the master say something. The indifference displayed by the master before leaving really made Xiaowu feel a bit chilly. Just strolling around in Xiaowu, I came to a nearby forest. Xiaowu. A cold voice sounded from behind, it was Yu Xiaogang. At some point, Yu Xiaogang came out of the medical room and arrived not far from the training ground, where he found Xiaowu. Master. Xiaowu had a joyful expression on her face. She and Tang San entered Shrek College together from Nodding College and have been taken care of by many masters. In her heart, Xiaowu almost regarded Tang San and the master as family. Xiaowu didn't hesitate anything, just spoke up. Big deal, today's event, You don't need to say anything. Yu Xiaogang's face remained expressionless and interrupted Xiaowu. Xiaowu regards him as his family, but he has no feelings for him. Tang San is his beloved disciple. However, this kind of love is more about serving him. Xiaowu, if your strength has increased and your wings have become hard, can you stop valuing the master? There is no one around. Yu Xiaogang's attitude is very strange, both cold and friendly, very awkward. No, it's not like that, master. Xiaowu hung her head and twisted her clothes with both hands, looking somewhat ashamed. Xiaowu, what did I do to you when you first arrived in Shrek? And how did your third brother take care of you? How can you attack the third brother just because you are in a bad mood? In Yu Xiaogang's eyes, there was a perfect hint of heartache. It's like seeing your beloved younger generation go astray. Xiaowu felt even more ashamed and lowered her head tightly. What Xiaowu didn't see was that in Yu Xiaogang's eyes, there was a hint of the successful scheme. He is a teacher at Shrek College. So in other words, he is the teacher of Xiaowu. Since Xiaowu doesn't eat both soft and hard, then he just needs to play the emotional card between teachers and students, as long as he can make Xiaowu obedient. Yu Xiaogang's face is too thick. Li Mo was speechless. He had never seen such a shameless person before. How much care has Yu Xiaogang given Xiaowu? He dares to speak shamelessly and say such disgusting things. Xiaowu, for the sake of our friendship between teachers and students, as well as your relationship with the third brother and sister, why don't you lower your head? Just apologize, how about that? A strange expression appeared on Yu Xiaogang's face. As long as Xiaowu agrees, will he be responsible for writing the report for the entire college? Isn't it okay for him to write whatever he wants about the things in the report? As long as it doesn't go too far and provoke a strong backlash from Xiaowu, he can completely restore Tang San's reputation. In this way, his reputation as a teacher was also preserved. Yu Xiaogang is being gentle and persuasive, but Li Mo is almost unable to listen anymore. Yu Xiaogang is really despicable. In order to protect Tang San, he even dares to deceive others. Fortunately, Xiaowu still trusts the two of them so much. Xiaowu was extremely ashamed and was about to apologize. The master. Xiaowu's shy expression disappeared and she spread her hands. After all, don't you still want me to apologize to Tang San? According to your statement, we are all your disciples. So why can't Tang San let me go? Xiaowu uttered these words. Yu Xiaogang couldn't hold his tension any longer, and his anger surged upwards. Aren't Xiaowu clear about her identity and whether she's in the same class as Tang San? Yu Xiaogang almost blurted it out. In the distant dark forest. Dugu, who had been watching on the side for a long time, couldn't help but stand up. Yu Xiaogang, you're wasting your time as a teacher at Shrek College. Surprisingly, in such a place, using one's identity to suppress students in one's own college, I despise you. The person who came was the title Douluo and the poison Douluo Dugu. Dugu, how could you be here? Yu Xiaogang was shocked to find that Tang San was actually in Dugu's hand, holding it alone. Humph, why do I need to explain my actions to you? Dugu snorted coldly, and a burst of suction erupted in his palm. Xiaowu's body was uncontrollable and suddenly flew into Dugu's hands. Dugu and the two of them disappeared completely into the forest. Damn it! Yu Xiaogang hurriedly turned around and ran towards the college, shouting desperately as he ran. It's not good, the mistress was caught by Dugu. Hurry up and help the mistress. End of this chapter.